On top of that, you guys got a quick... What is up, you guys? Today I'm going to be bringing you an in-depth review and analysis of the Scuf controller. I will be outlining the Scuf 4PS, which is just for PlayStation 4. They do also make them for Xbox One, 360, and PS3 as well. The Xbox One does have more features that will be coming to the PS4 version very soon. They just haven't quite came out yet, and that's going to be like the Infinity aspect, which is where it's going to change the control sticks, the adjustable trigger stops, and then a few other features as well. But those should be coming soon. I would assume they're probably going to come out before COD World League really begins in the next couple weeks. But if you get a controller now, they'll actually allow you to send it in. They'll replace it for free and then send you it back with the Infinity setup. But without further ado, let's hop into what this bad boy can do. So the first thing you're really going to notice is going to be the paddles on the back of this controller. The paddles allow for you to have a little bit more freedom in terms of movement. You actually no longer need to remove your thumb from the thumbstick to press X or B so that you can jump or crouch or even knife depending on which setup you run, whether tactical or non-tactical. In this particular Call of Duty Black Ops 3, knifing or panic knifing is no longer a huge issue. However, jumping is so vital now, which is why it's so useful to still have the jump being on the back of one of these paddles. So I still think it's a very big aspect. And once you venture outside of Call of Duty, once you go into games like Rocket League or other games that are fun, you just kind of innately get used to the fact that this is X and this is circle. And it allows you to kind of jump easier, or boost easier, just do different miscellaneous things in different games very efficiently. So like I said, the biggest aspect is just going to simply be the fact that you can continue to play without your thumbs leaving the stick. And you can still jump and navigate and slide and do all of those movements in a quick, concise fashion without degrading your accuracy in most shooters. I'm going to show you really quickly how this really affects me when I play Call of Duty. So as you can see right now, I'm just in a standard game messing around. But if you just continually watch, you will see my right thumb hardly ever leave the stick so that I can keep moving. You can see me jumping around and bouncing around here and just sliding quite frequently, and that's alternating the left paddle and the right paddle, which you can see in the camera on the right hand side, and that's going to allow me to continually move and progress this map as quickly as possible without ever diminishing my aim, which is why I can still continually aim accurately and win more gunfights. So in a sense, it really does help you become a better player on a small scale. So overall, it's not necessarily a game-changing movement. Like, you still need to be accurate. You still have to be able to hit your target. So it doesn't compensate a ton in terms of shooters. But I still find it very useful because it helps me win a few gunfights where a drop shot may change the tide, or I may be able to jump away in this game or other games where you can slide or panic knife as well. So I don't think it's going to make you a vastly superior player, but it can definitely take you from a high level to just a slightly higher level. And at even the most elite levels of Call of Duty right now, the biggest difference is going to be reaction time. And just a few split seconds in reaction time differences can change the tides of a gunfight, whether you drop shot or jump away. And this could be something that may help you out in that situation. Another thing that most of these controllers do, which when I show you the online view of this guy, you'll actually see that these sticks are innately green. Scuf has their own sticks that are different elevations, and then they're concave, convex, so you can choose which ones you prefer. I prefer the regular PlayStation ones and the regular Xbox ones, and that's just because I use Control Freaks. I usually put Control Freaks on my controllers. That way, if I ever don't want to use them, I can take them off. I don't necessarily want a stick that forces me to have that height. The Control Freaks allow it to be adjustable for me, and that's something I prefer. But once the Infinity series comes out for the PlayStation 4, you will be able to adjust the sticks as you please. But for the time being, I just wanted the regular ones so that I could keep using my Control Freaks. So really quickly right now, you can kind of see that we're browsing the store. And inside the store, there's tons of options. The particular one that you saw me have is the NadeShot controller. But there's ones for all the pro teams. There's different colors. And there's also kind of some YouTube celebrities as well. So you can get some really sick looking ones. And then you can customize them. And like I said, I have the PlayStation 4 regular sticks on my NadeShot one instead of the standard green Scuf ones. So there is a bit of customization. I do wish that there was a little bit more of like an in-depth customization so you could kind of build your own color, grip, paint, sticks, buttons set up completely uniquely, but that's just not quite there yet, although I do think it'll probably be there in the very imminent future as well. On top of that, you guys got a quick glance at the price of these guys. So they are kind of steep in price, and a lot of people are probably going to wonder, is this guy really worth somewhere between 120 and 200 bucks? And I mean, quite frankly, it just depends on your level of commitment. With everything in life, I think the more expensive you get, the diminishing return on investment you get. So the difference between something that's $60 and $100 is way less than the difference between something $100 and $140. So this right here may not be the best investment you could make, but all in all, if it's something that you really want and you think it's really going to help you go to the next level in like an esport or something like that, it could totally be worth the investment. In terms of comfort and use and design, I think it's amazing. For what it's worth, I think it's probably one of the best controllers on the market. I mean, everything from the buttons, the paddles on this, I prefer over any other company, just because your fingers innately rest on these guys. There's other ones out there like Cinch and Imagine Customs where they have buttons on the inside. And I just don't prefer that layout nearly as much because, like I said, these just rest here for me. The grip, the look, the shine, everything about this controller is just gorgeous. And I mean, even the packaging is probably one of the most unique. It's the most professional. And I really hope these guys start being sold like in major retailers soon. But so all in all, for me, it's 100% worth it. Just because I get my money's worth out of this controller. This controller is probably going to last me a year or two. And I really, really like this. But like I said, it's all going to depend on your situation and if it's something that you find useful to you personally. So that's just something you need to consider, and hopefully this video helps you out. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to let me know down in the description below. But thank you guys for watching. Peace out.